Hello from the Yarn Closet in Arizona. Good gravy, Batman. So you can see, maybe you can see that I have rearranged a little bit this room. So I only have one knitting machine. It's a flat knitting board here. You want to say hi? This is the reason we're podcasting today.
Hey, yeah, I made a suggestion that, hey, we haven't done a video in a long time. Maybe we should do one today.
Yeah. So we want to open that door for me. I'm going to go
Yeah.
show him something Dad's making me.
Uh-huh.
So September is my birthday month and my husband's. I'm a year older than he is. Lucky little.
Say happy birthday.
You can do it later. It's okay.
Oh, no.
So right off of that room, that door over there goes to the garage. This door comes to my husband's workshop. And then this door, we keep going into a Quonset hut workshop and storage. And you see this? That's to put cones of yarn. Yeah. So guess what? Wonderful cone yarn storage, so that'll help me be a little bit more visual and organized. And of course, it's one more thing for me to paint.
New house.
They know, because you may not be able to tell, but there's white up to about here,
down
and
there.
now I have to do white. He got a new Wii. He's quite happy. But we got the curtains up. You can't really tell. We're getting another curtain. We were short one in the package. Had to move some things around because we also, whoa, let's make you sick, got a big box that the child wanted to play in. She's gone with Dad. They are off once again to Ace Hardware. It's like a daily thing. So we'll walk through my hallway. See this? Remember, that's an exterior mobile home wall, and I painted it green because it was dirty and gross
And icky.
and icky, and now it's all nice and painted, and that's the door into my kitchen. And then this is the laundry room, bathroom.
Improvements.
Thank you, honey. And I can smell that our water is boiling. So we're gonna turn that way down.
And something else, YarnCloset fans. Since we now live in the country, our water is pure.
Yes, we have water from our city, but also we have a well that comes off of, what's it called? Artesian?
Artesian water.
Where's the scissors in there?
I'm gonna go get mine. I'll go get mine.
Well, where do you think it ended up?
No clue. Bruce probably has.
Yep, blame everything on the child that's not present. That's our motto. So, I got one right here. I have a secondary one.
Oh yeah, it's big.
So, we are totally multitasking. Because my husband's in the mode to do stuff, so we're doing stuff. I was going to show you where the second, you can do your jobs now. This is just Mom. I was going to show you where the second machine is. So if I come from the back hall through the kitchen, I made a little corner up front in our living room to put my second knitting machine. It's an LK150. I have two of them. My husband had to make me this. It works. It's not great. I couldn't find, let's see if we can do this. I couldn't find it online. A few places said they had it, but they really didn't. In a minute, I will show you the big project. Do you like it? Painting gear every day. So we're still kind of busy. What have I accomplished? I've managed to make a set of yellow and green fingerless gloves. I made one cotton dishcloth off of the LK with like sugar and cream or whatever it is. But it wasn't as easy as I expected, like getting the gauge right. So I'm just going to hand knit a couple more of those. And I'm trying right now to hand knit a cowl with some actual like Fair Isle color work where I have to catch floats and stuff. That's my hand knitting project. I'll wander over and get the bag and show you. And yesterday, we had some time, so I managed to finish 2 panels in a cotton, and I don't know, these are like mill end cones of yarn that I got. And then this. So they are see-through. I'm going to try to make like a cotton t-shirt top. This one is at a tighter gauge, so I was planning to make that my front. You know, I like to be modest, so I don't know how modest this actually is. But I don't mind if the back is a little more open, because this is my back, and I have a huge tattoo on my back, so who cares? But I didn't like really working with that cotton mixed yarn on the knitting machine. It didn't flow as smoothly. I was leery of oiling the machine more because I didn't want it to get heavily on the yarn. Having gotten them, worked a lot on the machine, and then packed them up and not touched them for quite a while, it's been slow going to get time and to get back into it. I did make one fingerless glove on the machine, and I liked parts of this pattern. It doesn't quite fit me, but it does. Like, this is too tight. But the rest of it fits fine. So I think if I just reworked this, so I'll probably make up a few more of those. We're going to a craft fair on Saturday. It's like a craft fair, junk fair. And yeah, we're all going. You'll survive. It won't be long. Because my husband and I are looking at maybe buying a booth to bring his wooden stuff that he creates and some of my knit stuff for future Saturdays, because he makes things like this. I mean, seriously, I have like 20 of them around the house. Just for something to do to get out of the house. And it's kind of a motivator for him to then be more creative. But the main bathroom was in slightly rough shape. So we went online and we found the inexpensive top and bottom vanity with the sink, all inclusive. Well, it wasn't actually in the store when we got to the store. So he had to buy that one, which was a little bit bigger than we wanted. But this is what we've been doing this morning. So he's off getting parts so we can put, see, because it was 70s green. So we can put a new vanity in here and then new flooring. We already swapped out the green toilet that was, honest to God, my 5-year-old could sit on it and she had space and put her feet to the floor and the whole 9 yards. And everybody else, when I went to sit on it the first time, I threw my lower back out because I fell way further than I thought I was going to. So we swapped out for a different toilet from the back and then bought a new one in that back bathroom. So that room should look quite a bit more updated by the end of the day, a little bit brighter, etc. If you want to see progress, you can go to my Instagram, which is TheYarnCloset AZ. AZ is short for Arizona. And my mom and I are on Ravelry together, MawgeeKitty, M-A-W-G-E-E, Kitty. Moggy is a term that they use, like a British term, to describe a mixed cat. See, isn't that cool? That lovely green wall. Oh, it's paneling green or white. That's what we got, people. That's what we got. I am going to buy some more of these little tiles on the top, the faux plasticky tiles. Do you want to go outside? Okay. And put those between the vanity and mirror in my master bathroom. I'll show you. Because I went ahead, can you tell? And I painted that. And then this, you know, it's mobile home wall, people. It's not in the best shape. So I figure if I just did from the sink to the mirror, just all in that tile in the back, it'd be something. It'd be something, you know. Why did I do that? See, I don't mind the dark. I'm legally blind. Y'all are nutsy. Trash?
Yeah. There's just one problem.
What? You take the lid off the trash can. Now, pull the edges off. Yep. Once you get the first edge, it's kind of like doing that fitted sheet on a bed. Once you get that first edge, yep, you can do it. Yep. Now, when you get it all the way loose, there's two of these, this one and that one. Pull them up and tie them. Tie it closed. Pull it tight, and now tie it closed. Nope. You have to put this together as if it's one, and that together as if it's one. Remember? And cross it, and under, and through. No. Pay attention to which side is which side. Yep. Under. Yep. So now you hold that one and this one, and then pull all the way down, and now do it again so it stays down there. You have to tie it twice. It's called making a knot. Yep.
TheYarnCloset fans, this is what happens.
Yep, you're fine. Well, it's the first time you've ever done it, honey. That's great. Good job.
Yay, TheYarnCloset fans.
You don't have to tie your shoes if you're a lawyer. You don't have to tie your shoes if you're a doctor. You don't have to tie your shoes if you're a plumber. Doesn't really matter. And some of you who've been watching understand. So those are the places you can catch us. If you want to email me directly, it can be at TheYarnCloset@yahoo.com. There really hasn't been a lot of activity. It feels like, you know, this is a lot more house to even try to just vacuum. And to try to vacuum the whole thing in one day, sweep and vacuum, throws my neck and my shoulder out. So I have to be careful. Get a trash bag out from underneath the sink and put it in the trash can.
Okay.
But we are still here. We are still alive. We are still progressing. And we've gotten about half the fence posts put in for fencing in our acre. So the dogs and the kids can have full run in a fenced yard. We've got chicken coop parts and pieces coming next week. And then we'll be getting baby chicks. We might talk to our aunt about getting a full grown chicken that's already laying. She's got about 20 of them. We don't want that many. We want literally maybe 6. Because my family's not big on eggs. Oh my gosh, yesterday we went to a local restaurant, bakery, and the food was really good. The eggs, not so much. We took a bite and it tasted like shrimp. They were goose and duck eggs. Yuckus. But other than that, we're enjoying living here, and my husband's enjoying the little projects. And I'm tired because, I'm trying to help with all the little projects, but then I'm also doing all the mom things, which is school for 2 kids, meals with 5-year-old, they snack all day long. And she's a bottomless pit. She's almost 48 inches tall. Her oldest brother is 6'10". The 12-year-old is 5'5", and he's autistic, so Asperger's, so he's got a weird palate. So it's every meal is at least 2 meals, if not more, to accommodate everybody. And I'm tired, but fit. Plus walking dogs and the little one every day. She never stops moving. She's outside by 6:30 in the morning, just wandering around in her pink wellies. And the herb garden is interesting. We've now got, I think, 12 pots, 11 pots. Arugula and basil are popping up quite quickly. Nothing's been going on with that stinking tomato plant. We had a bunch of mint that was just planted alongside the workshop, and it seemed like in a weird area. So, and the dogs will eat it. So I took some of it out and tried to replant it. I think that what I took out and repotted is maybe dead already. Who knows? Did you get it done? Thank you. Good job.
Surprisingly, yes.
Good.
And I said surprisingly.
I know.
Anyways, I'm going to play on the Wii.
And you can give me 2 minutes before you start, please. Did you
Okay.
brush your teeth well today?
Yes.
Okay.
I set a timer in there.
Fabulous
And
idea.
I also watched a video to make sure it wasn't boring.
Oh, cool. Good job. Okay, give me a couple minutes to wrap this up.
Can I stay in the background?
You can stay in the background.
Like that?
Sure. So life has been fun in our little 1-acre homestead. We've got an herb garden going. We've got fencing happening. We've realized we had this funny little thing, outcropping, carport-ish thing. My husband was parking the Polaris in it, and then I said, honey, I think you need to park that in the garage, because I think that that's a potting shed. It's an open potting shed, but just to give you some protection from the sun. That's why it's got a roof and a side that's almost all windows. He's like, well, yeah, because it didn't make sense why it had all windows. I said, right, because I think it's a potting shed. Well, we realized there was a water spout right there, and so we're going to be making that into the potting shed for the large garden that hopefully he'll be planting a winter garden here soon. And so we will have some gardening happening. We will have some herb gardening happening. We will have some chickens and eggs happening.
You know what? Since this is the first Yarn Closet video in a very long time, I'm going to let you do it for a very long time, too.
I just need a few more minutes.
Okay.
And then we have the pecan trees, because we have like 20-some pecan trees that we harvest in like December, January. So you put tarps on the ground. You get like 1.5-inch PVC piping, and you pound on the trunk of the tree to shake, or if somebody wants to climb up there and kind of shake and the pecans drop. And then everybody does it differently. Basically, if you rinse them off and then just let them dry in the sun, it's pretty much all you've got to do. But I'll tell you, hand cracking the pecans is time consuming, but we've loved everything that we've gotten off the ground from last year's leftover harvest. There are people around who are pecan harvesters and farmers, and but they all use these big machines, and they want to be able to come in and shake them and do all this, and then they want most of it. And we may end up going that route. We're definitely making sure there's big enough gates, so at some point, if we go that route, we can. But my husband's attitude is, these trees were around long before people had big machines that did all this and that took every last pecan off of them. You can just have some, and you can just manually do it. And if you don't have as good of a harvest, it's not the end of the world. So the one thing is that they can be toxic to dogs. And we do have one dog who likes to, Magnus, the pit bull mix, who likes to eat anything. But so far, so good on that front. Now, the dogs are all showing their age. They're like between 8 and 11. They're enjoying the extra outside time. Everybody seems healthier drinking the water here that has actual good minerals and not chemicals, good minerals and vitamins naturally in it, coming out of an aquifer. But we're a little bit concerned about that long term, so we are watching that for any of you that might comment. And hopefully, we're coming up to like the 1-year COVID anniversary. And now we've done a lot of reading, and apparently, historically, from what I've read and what we've discussed, most worldwide plagues hit that worldwide herd immunity. They hit that weird mutation at about the 3-year mark. So we're hoping that life does proceed to get more and more social again. And although this year is fabulous and my daughter's enjoying the extra time with Dad and all the extra projects, next year, next fall, we do hope that she can go to 1st grade at the local school. We do see a school bus that comes around because now they are having some limited classes here. So that's nice for me who doesn't drive. And she's definitely the not scared, I can do anything kind of person. So that's something we're hoping. But I am also hoping that as the year progresses that I don't know, when he's more into the hunting season, which is October, November, and he's got some trips out, that maybe I'll be able to be through a lot of this stuff and back into my knitting, because my mojo is kind of coming back. I would like to figure out how to really own my own spaces in this house. I'm not entirely sure I love how it's all set up. Yes, everyone thinks this big, large room is fabulous, and it is. But we've got, the family room set up in one corner. We've got desks for both kids. Although I'm realizing I could put a desk in my daughter's room, and that's where she would probably prefer to do her schoolwork. We've got a play area for her. We've got the extra table back here for snacks and stuff. And then I've got my yarn corner. But if they're doing videos and other things, it's just not the most conducive. It's just weird. It's hard to get resettled into a home environment that's just set up so vastly different. And with all the other things that we're doing every day, trying to clean rocks out of the yard, trying to water for the grass that we've thrown and the alfalfa. We just saw 2 deers run down our street this morning. Good big mule deers. Which is not normally the kind my husband hunts. He hunts what's called a coos deer, which is called the ghost of the desert. They're very small. You don't get a lot of meat off of them, but they're far more of a challenge. And having been in a sniper unit in the Marines, he likes that challenge. He likes that long distance shot, anywhere from 400 to 700 yards, and then the very long trek and stuff, which now is much longer and slower going. But anyway, we're loving it. We are loving it. It's been a challenge. It's not over yet, and I hope everybody else has had something positive that they've been able to embrace throughout this whole COVID experience and change in the way we do daily life, that you're starting to enjoy maybe the extra family time or the new hobby or whatever else. Because honestly, all of the move and the painting and the projects have really, they have brought us closer together as a family, and that bit of stir crazy we were starting to feel 4 or 5 months into it is just, it's gone. The fact that I feel safe going out for walks here, no coyotes, no homeless people, that's been big, big, big for me. So that's all. So this is about a little bit longer than I thought. Trying to think about some kind of great name. I have no name. This is The Yarn Closet. I'm Laura. And look with your heart first. See you next time.